Did your mother once tell you that all men ever want is sex? Or maybe even your dad told you, and you believe that. I know my mom told me that, and I believed her. And that is not always true. Things can change. Maybe they really wanted you at the beginning and they wanted to have sex all the time, and now they don't seem to want to have sex at all. And they don't know how to communicate what's going on with them. And this could leave you with a lot of questions and not knowing what's going on. You may suffer self-esteem and become less confident in yourself. You may wonder if they're even attracted to you anymore. Well, today I'm going to give you 10 reasons why this might happen. And if you stay till the end, I will give you some information on what you can do about that. Reason number 1 is he could be holding resentment against you. This happens to go both ways in the relationship. It's very hard to become really intimate with a person when you are angry with them. Maybe they've done something or said something that hurt you, and instead of communicating, you hold in that anger, and that could result in not wanting to have sex. Number 2 is he may not be getting his needs met in the relationship. Once again, we think that all they ever need is sex, but that's not true. They may have other needs in their life. They may have a need for attention. They may have a need for appreciation. And if you don't know what they're needing, then they could be upset with you without you even knowing what that is. Number 3, he may be going through some hormonal changes. One of the things that drives men to want to have more sex is testosterone. And when a man becomes low in testosterone, that makes it more difficult for him to become erect and stay erect. Some people think that this happens in age, but it doesn't happen to all men, and it doesn't matter what age it is. When you have low testosterone, it could mean that you're not interested in sex like you used to. This one is going to be hard to hear, but brace yourself. He could be having an affair. If he's having sex somewhere else and he's given his heart to somebody else, then he may not be as interested in having sex with you. Don't always jump to this conclusion, because having somebody who always jumps to the conclusion that you're having an affair can be difficult on a relationship. So I would find out if there's other reasons. But this is one reason why they might be having less sex with you. Number 5, he could have a porn addiction. When somebody is watching porn, it's sometimes easier to relieve themselves by watching porn than it is to have sex with a person, because the computer screen doesn't have any expectations of you during sex. This may seem like a lazy way to go, but if they've been disappointed in pleasing you at times, this could be an easier alternative for them. Number 6, this might seem like that excuse that everyone uses, that they're stressed out, but this can be true. If you are stressed out, it does make it more difficult to have sex, especially if there's been changes around the house. Maybe there's a new baby in the house, maybe there's children, maybe there's new expectations at work. But having added stress does make it difficult to have that loving connection in the bedroom. Number 7, he may not be attracted to you anymore. Maybe your body's changed since then. Maybe you're wearing the same old things every single day, and it's just no longer sexy to him. Maybe you had a baby and now he looks at you different. But there is the possibility that he may not be attracted to you anymore. Number 8, he might be using sex as a weapon or a way to control the relationship. They say women use this all the time, that they hold off sex when they're wanting something from their partners, but this can go both ways. And they could also be using it as a way to get something from you, or as a way of punishing you if they know that you really want sex and you need sex. Number 9, he's embarrassed to fail. If he has had struggle with pleasing you, or he had a struggle with trying to maintain his erection the last time that he was in bed with you, there's a good chance that he might be afraid that he's going to fail. And it's easier not to try than it is for a man to fail. This happens to be very destructive to his ego when he thinks that he might fail in the bedroom with you. Number 10, he may be bored. Nobody wants to have boredom in their relationship, but this can happen after many years of being together, and it can happen after doing the same thing every night, the same way in the bedroom. So it might mean that you need to change things up. So I said that I was going to give you some ways that you can deal with this. And the first one is communication is key. Let me say that again. Communication is key. And so many people struggle with their communication in their relationships. I say that is the number one reason why relationships fail. It's not because somebody's cheated or somebody's spent too much money or there's been lies or whatever. I would say that the number one reason is that the lack of communication skills. And that is why I put together the communication game plan. And the communication game plan is a no-fail, easy step-by-step way that you can communicate with your partner and get your needs met, or even how you can open up the communication so that they have a chance to get their needs met. And I'm going to link in the description below my totally free game plan, and yes, it is free, that comes with a little video on how you can put it into place, because I want communication to change in this world. I'm so passionate about that. So click on the link below and get your own copy of it and get linked up to the video immediately so that you can start to have a change in your communication in your relationship. So back to what I said, communication is key. There are so many reasons why he might not be having sex with you, but until you actually go through and find out and ask him, you will just drive yourself crazy. Is he cheating on me? Does he not find me attractive? Well, you're never going to get to the bottom of it until you actually ask him. And this could be quite difficult to do because this is not an easy topic. Sex has never been an easy topic in history. But my number one advice with that is be empathetic. Not only is sex not easy to talk about, but failing in sex is even harder to talk about. So be very empathetic and don't come at it like you, or I. Just don't. Just be, hey, I'm concerned about this. This is what I need. And I want to be able to help you. This is our problem, not a you problem. And I want to help you to solve it. Now with communication, you have to be ready to hear whatever they are going to say. You don't know what they're going to say. And it could be something that's difficult to hear. Like, nobody wants to hear that somebody's having an affair or that they're no longer attracted to you or they're bored. But you are strong, you are capable, and it is much better to know what the truth is and what's going on than to make up all these things in your head. And once you've talked about this, and maybe they don't even know what's going on, this might be the time when you bring in professionals. Bring in either a doctor to check this out, or a therapist to get down to the bottom of why things aren't the way they used to, or a professional coach to talk about what's going on and to set some goals. And this is advice for you too. You may need to start initiating. Maybe they were the one that always initiated sex, and maybe that needs to change now. Maybe you have to take it upon yourself to be the one that initiates. And you can do this. And those are the 10 reasons why he may not be having sex with you. Share this with anybody who you know who might be struggling with the same thing. Go into the links below to get my communication game plan. Believe me, you want it. And it's free. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you can get even more good advice about this. Take care.